So, Cenat is one of the wealthiest content creators in the entertainment industry, with a net worth of over 12 million. And guys, Cenat is only 22. Not only has Ka succeeded in amassing so much wealth at such a young age as this, but he has also gained incredible success on social media platforms like YouTube and Twitch. Ka has achieved mind-blowing feats that have made him one of the most loved YouTubers out there. With a good taste for luxurious and valuable assets, Ka bought an exquisite apartment worth $2.9 million. $2.9 million, guys. To add to that, Cenat has several high-end cars, adding to his collection of valuable properties. And despite all of this, Ka is so down to earth. He's so humble that everyone around him can literally attest to this. One thing you can't take away from him is his ability to relate to his followers. Ka has always had it easy connecting with people, including strangers, and this has made it easier for him to succeed in the industry. One of Ka's most significant milestones in his career was teaming up with his fellow content creators at AMP. AMP is an acronym for Any Means Possible, where he started making content with the likes of Dinagent 00 Gaming, Chris Next Door, Duke Dennis Gaming, Davis I'm Davis, and Roberto Just Phantom. This phenomenal group started as any regular group would start in 2019, with the founder being Agent 00. Agent 00 has become a household name for Gen Z viewers. From vlogs to challenges, AMP uploads several styles of videos. Styles like Hell's Kitchen, Hide and Seek, and Family Feud. They were introduced to each other while gaming online, and a few months later, they were all meeting in real life to make some of their first videos, like their first ever AMP Fashion on a Budget challenge. Together, they launched the YouTube channel officially in January of 2020 and hit the 1 million subscriber mark in July of 2021. Today, the channel has garnered over 2.6 million Google-owned platforms. And you can say that AMP is one of the fastest growing YouTube groups. So you guys, something amazing happened the other day, and I'm here to share all of the gist with you. Guys, Ka's mom Trisha is the star of the day. Trisha subjected herself to a lot of unthinkable things just to raise Ka. Little did she know she would be doing something that would eventually change the trajectory of her life forever. So on October 20th, Cenat took to his Instagram and Twitter to announce that he had just bought his mom a giant exquisite house. Apparently, this is something Ka has always wanted to do for his mom. For him, it was more of a lifelong dream that he could actually achieve, and at what age? 21. Great stuff. This singular act literally shook the internet. In an interview, Ka said, "It's amazing. When I bought my mom a house, it was like her house, her cars that she wanted. It was like, wow, you feel what I'm saying? Like my mom could call me with anything that she needs and I'm able to provide it. It's insane, so I pray every day and I'm just thankful." Guys, you could imagine other moms wanting what Ka's mom had. A son who fulfilled their lifelong dream of owning a luxury house before they get too old to have fun. Anyway, just before you begin to wish that you were in her shoes or Ka's shoes, there's a backstory that most people don't know about. You know, the victory lap often hides the countless trips and falls it took to get there. Yeah, the trips and falls, in this case, are the several painful circumstances that Ka's mom consistently found herself in. To begin with, Ka's mom single-handedly raised Ka and his siblings, his younger brother Khalil, his older brother Devonte, and his twin sister Kaya. She raised them somewhere in the Bronx, New York. They lived in Georgia in a shelter for some time, and then Ka moved to Brooklyn for a bit with his stepfather. Speaking about his father, Ka's biological father, whose name isn't disclosed, let's call him Mr. Cenat, recently connected with Ka. Since Ka is such a lovely guy, they both share a cordial relationship since their reunion. While Mr. Cenat was an absent father, Ka still appreciates the fact that he doesn't ask him for money, especially now that Ka is extremely rich and influential. But let's not focus on the point. Mr. Cenat didn't make any significant contributions to Ka's upbringing. If he did, he probably would be cruising somewhere in the Seychelles. But Mr. Cenat didn't pay even as little as Ka's college fees. He went MIA for reasons we have no idea about. But even if Mr. Cenat was actually willing to pay his fees, Ka wasn't so much of a college enthusiast. In an interview, Ka mentioned that there were several instances in the past where he had to save up money to afford to go back home on weekends after school. He explained that he had to save whenever he could just to afford the Uber ride. And if he couldn't, spending weekends with his mom would become difficult. It's already bad that they struggled to feed and get basic stuff. Not being able to see his mom whenever he wanted was a whole different level of pain. So guys, Ka had the option of choosing between college and social media, and as you already know, Ka gladly went with social media. It's like he had always known that he was born for the camera. But how did Ka develop such a strong liking for social media? Let's trace it back to when his mom, Trisha, got him a phone at a very young age. With her permission, he started a Facebook account. Well, Ka has always had a thing for videos. At age 8, he was already making funny skits on Facebook. And guys, you can't take comedy away from Ka. At such a young age, records show that he was the clown of the class. Ka's great sense of humor and likability didn't start today. It's something he always had. That spark that made him loved by everyone around him, including classmates, friends, and relatives. But Ka was a crazy kid. Like, there was this day Ka was caught on camera running after a man's car when he was 13 at the time. This man goes by the name Roman Atwood. It's funny how it all started. Growing up, you could say that Ka was obsessed with YouTube, and Atwood happened to be the first YouTuber Ka ever met. One day, he went to meet vlogger Roman Atwood, who was a huge motivation at the time. And guys, Ka almost went insane. It was after the meet and greet that Ka literally ran after the car that Atwood was in. And before then, Ka would spend hours watching Atwood's videos, and this inspired a lot of the things he did. For example, Ka shot videos that were inspired by Atwood's videos. Ka's mother did all she could to ensure that he was raised the right way, despite the numerous challenges they faced. In Ka's words, "I didn't really understand how bad it was. Growing up, it definitely made me understand how bad it was," he said. "I hated the shelter because my mom had 4 kids and we couldn't afford proper jackets to ensure we were warm. We couldn't afford to have a good enough living environment where we were all comfortable enough." But hey, let's not forget that Ka wasn't always on his best behavior as a child. In an interview he had, Ka had this to say, "I was bad. At elementary school, I gave all my teachers hell. I was cursing them out for doing crazy stuff. But I always had energy. I used to dance a lot. I was never outside. I was always inside. But yeah, as a little kid, I was bad. I'm not gonna lie, not to my mom though, but in school and to everybody else. It was tough growing up. My mom wasn't the parent that always had it financially," he continued. "I was only getting 1 pair of sneakers for the whole year. I never complained about it. You feel what I'm saying? I understood what was going on, and my mom, she did her best to provide." But guys, you can't take out the fact that Ka's mom was very intentional when it had to do with Ka and his siblings. Ka's mom was super shocked to hear Ka use curse words in a video they did together. Ka got so comfortable he forgot his mom was there. From her reaction, you could tell the kind of mother she was to Ka and his siblings.
Bro, that's ass! More time. Kai, you gonna say? Kai, you know I'm right here? Okay, Kai, I'm not on the phone.
Someone commented, "About to get whooped as a grown-ass man." Another said, "That's fine, Ka better be respectful around his mother." Another said, "If Ka doesn't start respecting his mother, I'ma do it for him." But guys, don't be carried away by how stern she sounded in the clip. Ka's mom is a vibe. Her energy is always 100%. Now you see where Ka got his energy from. Ka's mom has had such a positive influence on Ka. Back to the talk about providing for Ka. His mom wasn't the only one that was there for him when he had nothing. Sometime last year, Ka gifted a woman with a whopping sum of $20,000 at her house. This woman's name is Kathy. Y'all know the woman on the display picture of Ka's Twitch stream? And while the details of his relationship with Kathy remain private, Ka has so many nice things to say about her. In his words, "I really appreciate you, and that being said, enough talking. I want you to have $20,000. Please take it." This was after Aunt Kathy had refused the hefty amount he offered her. Despite her refusal, Ka insisted that she take the money. In Ka's words, "She truly deserves it. She's like a second mom to me, and a lot of the things you have done for me, I can't even pay it back." Though it wasn't clear if Kathy eventually accepted the money, they both did something really interesting. They recreated the display picture on Ka's Twitch stream. Guys, they even donned the same clothes as seen in the old photo, adding a fun and nostalgic touch to their bonding experience. I mean, why wouldn't Ka go the extra mile for the person who got him his first laptop? Aunt Kathy literally nurtured and cared for Ka, who spent most of his childhood under her care. We all just need that person who is patient enough to see what others cannot see in us, really. The potential, the raw talent, everything. Aunt Kathy was that person to Ka. She nurtured his passion, recognizing a spark in him not everyone could see. She did all of this without expecting anything in return. It's no surprise Ka went the extra mile just to put a smile on her face. Back to the sweeter part of the story, the part we all love. So, after years of hard work and perseverance, Cenat's breakthrough came. The time when his raw talent and undeniable charisma caught the attention of industry professionals and landed him in the spotlight. Though Ka has had his own fair share of controversies, he's such a good guy. Ka never fails to appreciate the people who were there for him when he had nothing, his family, friends, and colleagues. Ka applies the same principle even in his career. Guys, Ka has succeeded in having a good rapport with his fellow artists and colleagues in the industry. All thanks to his solid upbringing as a child, with his supermom Trisha and Aunt Kathy being at the top of the list. Ka's journey to the limelight proves that humble beginnings can lead to extraordinary accomplishments. Guys, that's all for the true upbringing of Cenat. Thanks for watching!